Today I wanted to speak in regard to the issues that are going on around the country with young unarmed black men being murdered down by cops. Just recently, as of today, uh, New Year's Eve or the day before, where a young man was murdered down in Berkeley, Missouri, 2 miles away from Ferguson, with the cops saying that the young black man was armed. Now, my point is to say this right here, America. I knew that you was creating the atmosphere to start these things where you're going to start murdering more youth, black. You're going to start framing more youth, black. Keep in mind, America, there's going to be rogue cops that are going to have the bright idea to go around creating havoc in the black community, murdering our young black men, women, children, and framing them. Now, keep in mind, the only other witness is going to be another crooked cop. We know how you really feel about the black man. We have watched you through the annals of history. We have saw how you lynched our people. We have saw how you have murdered and raped our women. We have saw how you have enslaved us, and you did so with the brightest smile on your face. Now you tell us that you've changed. No, you didn't change. The law changed. So now you keep in mind, if you always sped down that road, it doesn't really matter whether they changed the speed limit to 35. You still gonna speed down that road because it's in your DNA to do so. Now let's look at the situation with Mike Brown. The reporter asked this crooked cop, he said, if you had it over to do again, would you do anything different in regard to the Mike Brown situation? And this fool said, no, I would have did everything the same. So that shows you that his resolution in dealing with unarmed black men that poses a threat is murder. And the man said, well, at what point do you decide what is a threat and what's not a threat? And he said, it is like a self-analyzation. So that means to me, like, I make the assessment in telling you when I feel threatened, not when a threat has really been posed upon me. So that's like if I go into a store and I walk into the store just too fast, one person may feel threatened, another person may just feel surprised. But you have been embedded in your mind that the black man himself is a threat. When you killed our brother down in Florida, Trayvon Martin, the first thing that you white Europeans use is your weakness. Zimmerman said, oh, he banged my head against the concrete and he was so powerful. These are 18-year-old young men, but you guys double these guys in age. The first thing y'all do is try to use our strengths and y'all weaknesses. The cop down in Ferguson, well, I felt like a 5-year-old dangling on to Hulk Hogan. Man, you freaking cowards, man. You dudes go through all of this tactical training. Our young brothers don't have any training. They ain't never been trained in arms. They ain't never been trained in defensive combat. You got all of these things and you still use our DNA against us. Well, America, don't look at me like I'm some angry black man, because you feel the same way that I feel. But most of you just don't have the testicular fortitude that I do, because I don't care about your retaliation in the workforce. I don't care about your retaliation in the social hangouts. Honestly, I don't care. You can delete this page down to 0 and I'm still going to walk proud, because you should be able to feel my anger, because we're burying our children. We're going to the morgue. We are identifying our children. It's not you. You get a severance package when you murder us. Oh, well, yeah, he's been suspended with pay, pending investigation. Come on, man. So don't you think that kind of raises the your anticipation of wanting to murder a black man. If you can murder this man, which you know that you're going to get off, you're going to get a severance package, you're going to get suspension with pay. Come on, man. So now you already done put out a bounty on our head. Kill a young unarmed black man, and you get retirement, you get severance pay, and you get a grand trip to Cowardville. Y'all know what Cowardville is, don't you? Cowardville is the territory that the government has given all of these officers who have gotten off from murdering unarmed black men all throughout the country. Because they disappeared from the planet Earth. I mean, we don't see them. We heard about Zimmerman rescuing somebody from some kind of crash or something, but I think that was a lie, because we don't see you in Walmart. I know you don't grow your own food. We don't see you at the gas station. I know you're not producing your own oil. We don't see you at the schools, so we know that you're not teaching yourself, because the knowledge that you got, you stole from us. So now you find yourself in a situation where you're being ostracized from society. Well, guess what? You brought it on yourself. And for you to keep going on in the way that you're going on in America, you have to understand why I feel the way that I feel is because you take these millionaire slaves and you control their every move. When they put a tweet up about Palestine, the neo-colonial Jews say, put it down. And you do just that. You can't even voice your own opinion, man, because the same people that make you can break you. You can't sit back and tell the people how you really feel, because that's against your contract. But these are our young children, man. They look up to you. But even in their death, you cower down. But you seem to be so heroic. You seem to be so Superman. You seem to be so Man of Steel and Captain America. But you cower down at the powers that be. So my thing is to say is that America, and to whoever that may feel other than we're being unjust, I say this to you right here. Put yourself in our shoes. How long do you think a law would last in America that allows any black man, whether he is a law official or any type of thing, to murder unarmed young white teenagers? How long do you think that would last on the record books? How long do you think that would last before Congress calls an emergency session back in to create a law where they would protect their own?